Stongo Seminole Logi Jeremy Foltz Cheho Chifkados Mundi and Hayetki Tlotoidos Mon. My name's Jeremy Foltz, and sitting alongside of me today on this beautiful Tuesday, Mojanita Hadamnita Healers and Pumpala, Miss Florence Wise, ladies and gentlemen.
Stongo Flo Cheho Chifkados.
Nakiden.
Chago and milk sa naksto at skanga. What? Oh, some heat. Some heat.
So, yeah, Flo's already trying to get into what we did this weekend. We haven't even finished our introductions yet. She's just trying to get through the show, I think, so we can go eat some tacos or something. But anyway, yeah, so you asked me about the weekend. It was snowing this weekend. And so, Seminole Nation was closed on Thursday and Friday. Thursday because of the Jimmy Carter day of mourning, and so the nation got that off. And then Friday because of the roads, and it was pretty dangerous out there. From my window, I was looking outside trying to see, and up in the city, It covered pretty good, but man, I heard down here it was pretty snowy. Joe said when I talked to Joe, he was out measuring himself out there. He said, so he was telling me about going and taking measurements in all these different places, and so he was the man on the scene. So if you ever need a on the spot weatherman, you even chase tornadoes, don't you, Joe?
That's right.
So if you ever need an eye in the sky. I better not say that. Eye in the sky. You might think he's Stigini or something. But yeah, he gets out there and chases the weather. What did I need to read that? No. Oh, okay. And so anyway, yeah. So what about you, Flo Jinda?
Anio he jays. No.
He got there. He junks.
Hidudi ma hidos. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I just try to stay warm. And Bo, why are you laughing at me? Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, I try to stay warm. Not a whole lot different than any other one, just the fact that it was snowing.
Good deal. All right, so anything else you'd like to add, Florence?
Whether you're in your car, at work, or hanging around the house, we play today's best
now,
country.
we were supposed to have a guest today, but
FM
unfortunately,
at 1260 AM, KWF.
Things got canceled and pushed back a little bit, and so we are just going to go ahead and go through the happenings, the whatnots, the things that might be going on all throughout the Indian country and the reservation, and so... let's go ahead and talk about some of that stuff. This weekend, it's already January 19th. So that means Arbika's having their church meeting. Big Arbor having their church meeting. Hickory Ground number 1, you've got a church meeting. And High Spring, you got a church meeting. High Springs, Kanawha, Hilltop, Little Casita, Middle Creek number 1, New Arbor, Rock Spring, Anadarko, Ryle Community, Salt Creek Baptist, Seminole Baptist, Snake Creek number 1 and number 2, Vian Creek and Wagawa, all having their church meetings this week. And usually, like we always say, and now when I'm starting to see people out there, they're like, oh, I called to make sure they was having church service this weekend. And that's kind of scary to know we kind of have that much influence, to be honest with you. But really, when you go out and you visit these churches, especially the ones having church meetings, you might just check in the afternoon to make sure they're having their afternoon services, because sometimes they do go and visit and have fellowship somewhere else. And it's always a good time, but always just call a friend before you go, so then that way you get to the church and there's no one out there, and so they might have went somewhere else. And so, yep.
Alrighty.
Any input on that, Florence?
No.
Okay.
That's about it.
And then every week we talk about the ones that have started their journey, and we usually don't read obituaries on the radio, but the community lost a special young man last week, and funeral, or a lot of families, like we always talk about, are missing loved ones today, but let's remember those families and members of the community in your thoughts and your prayers. And before we have that moment of silence, I am going to read this obituary. Funeral services for Jososa Miko Carvin Vasquez, aka Booger or Boog, will be held today at 2 p.m. at the Philip Deere Roundhouse in Okemah. Interment will follow at the Deere Family Cemetery. Jososa Miko was born October 30th, 2010 in Oklahoma City, and he passed away on Friday, January 10th, at his home in Okemah at the age of 14. Jososa Miko enjoyed watching Puppy Pals and will be terribly missed. He is survived by Eric Wise and Nava Deere, who raised him and considered his parents, and also by his aunt, who was like his second parent, Manawi Deere, a special sister, Aaliyah Deere, 3 brothers, 3 sisters, and a host of aunts and uncles and extended family that loved him dearly. And so at this time, we're going to go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. Mado, Mado, Mado. And then again, our thoughts and prayers go out to the families. And so at this point, we're going to go ahead and move into the government side of things. The Seminole Nation of Oklahoma will be closed on January 20th. So that's going to be next Monday in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And so next Monday, the tribal offices will be closed. Flo, are you still with us? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm still
okay.
here.
Just making sure.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of quiet this morning.
All right. And then from the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, the annual 7-mile walk from the Miccosukee Mission to the city of Maud took place on January 8th, 2025, to honor the memories of 2 young Seminole boys, Palmer Sampson and Lincoln McGeezy, who were wrongfully accused of a crime in 1898, but were still hung and burned to death in Maud. Initially, newspapers in Pottawatomie County endorsed the notion that the real culprits had been punished. The U.S. government disagreed and punished the members of the mob. Of the reported 200 people who participated in the mob action, 69 were eventually indicted, making this the first time the federal government indicted, arrested, and convicted parties for racial lynching in the U.S. history.
And every year we... there's so much history within the Seminole Nation, and unfortunately this is one of the ones that we don't like talking about, but we have to kind of talk about because it is part of history. It's something that every year I know the Seminole Treaty people always have a part in, and they all grassroots efforts that they put in and make sure that they honor the memory of these folks, but then also it kind of works forward too, right? Because we're still learning about some of the stuff that's happened, and there's people out there that don't know the history like that. And so, Mado for everything y'all did, and every year they do that. So. And then also a request for proposals. The Seminole Nation of Oklahoma request for proposal notice is hereby given. And this is going to be due on Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. And this is going to be for a cost estimator, design manager, construction manager, and quality assurance firms having expertise in construction, general contracting, alternative contracting methods. And if you would like to submit that proposal, you can do so to the office of Terry Jackson at 36645 US 270 in Wewoka 74884, and then also you can call at 405-257-7283.
And then once again from the Boys and Girls Club, they are thrilled to announce that they've moved and will officially reopen at 120 West 4th Street. They opened yesterday, operating at normal hours from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. It is a soft opening as some areas of the building are still in the final phases of construction, and to ensure everyone's safety, all activities will take place on the first floor until construction is complete. They're looking forward to welcoming everyone to the new and improved Boys and Girls Club. Yes. Woohoo!
And that building over there is nice.
That's what I've heard.
It is real nice. Did we talk about that last week on the radio?
I think a little bit, yeah.
Talked about the slide and going down the slide. Unfortunately, I was not able to go down the slide due to some certain size requirements that they might have. So I didn't quite meet those size requirements. But I think most of the children should be able to meet them. But the floor, the gym floor, the furniture, it's just it's a nice building. Second floor, we were able to go up there and look at some of the STEM rooms, which is like the science rooms that they have, and then some of the office space. Man, it's nice. And so, yeah, good job over there to all the staff at the Boys and Girls Club for sure. And then also, there is a sneak peek. Let's see, a sneak peek at the latest project coming from the Seminole Nation Communications Program. I call everything program department, Seminole Nation Media Communications Department. Albert Enjogo Daklegidos, Albert is Home, is a short film about the events that took place in September and October 2024 when delegates of the Seminole Nation traveled to Carlisle, Pennsylvania to bring home the remains of Albert Miko, who's Seminole. Albert was a student at Carlisle Indian Industrial School and died in 1881. He was buried, in the school cemetery where he remained for 143 years. In early October, he was brought home and laid to rest in a family cemetery on the Seminole Reservation. Upon completion, the documentary will be shown privately to the family of Albert Miko before being released in a public setting. So, I've got to see some of the footage, and we were actually involved in filming some of that just due to logistical stuff that happened on the way back, and so it's good to see folks that were somewhere else, that was buried somewhere else, be brought home. So good deal.
Right, and if you have an interesting story to tell, an accomplishment, or local tribal business shout out for the Chogodalummi or the Seminole Nation Radio, you can contact seminolemedia@gmail.com for consideration in the next community spotlight. Once again, you can email the communications team to be featured on the radio or in the newspaper at seminolemedia@gmail.com.
And then also a free cooking demo was held at the Seminole Nation Food and Nutrition Services building. Instructors Teresa Jackson and Kenan Springer showed how to make bison pot pie, and we actually got a little bit of that, and so it was pretty tasty. They spoke about the benefits of using healthier choices such as bison as a source of protein. And so the monthly demos are made possible by a partnership with the Diabetes is Not Our Destiny program at the Seminole Nation Food and Distribution Program. The next demonstration will take place on February 4th, but also there was one that was scheduled during the snowfall, and so that's been rescheduled for January 31st. Is that right, Joe? Was it 31st? Okay, and we'll make sure that that's also reposted on the Facebook pages and everything. But the one that was supposed to take place, the 30th. Okay, the one that was supposed to take place over last week or at the end of last week is being rescheduled for January 30th, and so we'll make sure again that gets posted. But yeah, eat bison.
Woohoo!
PSA.
Also from the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program, New Year Healthier Me, open to Seminole County. This starts January 6th through February 28th. You can register at the Chifigny Wellness Center. You must complete weigh-in, and the challenge is to keep track of healthy habits every day for a total of 2 months. You can complete 1.5 months and receive a free dry fit shirt. You can email harjo.k@sno-innocent.gov or scott.l@sno-nsn.gov, or call them at 405-652-1167.
Otholobi Mujazi, Ani Mujazi. New year, new me, y'all. All right, 2025 spring semester scholarship application now available. You can contact Higher Ed at 405-241-6801 and email all documents to harjo.d@sno-nsn.gov. And Dana was supposed to be on today, but there were some, like we mentioned, some cancellations that happened. And so she's not going to be able to make it on, but she will be on soon because there's some events going on with Higher Ed that we want to get out there. Just like Scholarship Saturday, taking place January 18th, which is this weekend, February 8th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Higher Education Office at 630 North Main Street. Get connected to Seminole Nation Higher Ed Department. They'll be able to help with any kind of thing that you need help with about your application. And again, the phone number over there, 405-241-6801.
Right, and higher education is also going to be open for extended hours January 16th and 30th, as well as the 7th and 11th of February. They're going to be open from 5 to 7 p.m. each night. And once again, their phone number is 405-241-6801.
All right. And so, in very last minute, we happened to get an email from our very own Jake Tiger. And I was like,
late.
It was pretty late, but I think we can go ahead and get this on. Bo, I know you're going to have to dig through the archives. Is it already playing? Man, Bo's on it today.
Late.
Florence, did you know on January 15th of 1838 a battle occurred between the U.S. Navy led by Lieutenant Levin Powell that were guided by a captured Seminole woman and a group of Seminole warriors that fought previously at Okeechobee. The Seminole opened fire on troops traveling the Loxahatchee River, ending in a Seminole victory.
No, I did not know that.
Now you do.
Yes.
Heoa, Gititskis.
Heoa, Githasics. Oh wait, that's I never knew. That's I never knew. Oops.
Heoa, Gititskis.
Heoa, Githas.
All right, and then also the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma does have some positions that they are advertising for. So, finance manager, part-time Boys and Girls Club, child and youth development specialist, maintenance mechanic B, part-time Boys and Girls Club receptionist. And so if you're interested in any or all of these positions, go ahead and give them a phone call, 405-257-6604. All the positions are open until filled, or you can speak to the administrative officer at hasnot.org.
All right. Tahayat, Panayatsi, Dayanawat, Anwikis, Chimpanayats Kalakdowi, language program. Midokaran, come work with us.
We need it. Obviously.
We need it. I'm trying. One day I'll have a real good intro, but I'm still waiting on somebody to call.
We're all still working. We're all still working.
Somebody to call and help me learn. So yeah, if you're able to speak fluently, or you know somebody who speaks fluently, give us a call at 405-562-5567. The language program is always looking for help. We have our picture books right now that we're going through.
We have so much things that we're going through. The SNAPE
program. And I think, are we still doing the elder audio?
Yep, we're still doing elder audio recordings, and the grant does run out pretty quick, but you know that's something that we will continue to do. But if you know someone that is a fluent speaker and they have stories in the language, or if they have family history, tribal history, speeches, songs, anything just in the language that they want to record, we can help with that. And so usually we have people come to our office because we have a sound booth that we can record from, and it makes the audio sound really good doing it that way. But if, a lot of our elders aren't able to get out like that, and so we can actually come to either to their home, to their church. We've had some people ask, hey, can you come out to our church if we did something? Yes, we can. And so we can come out there, and we have the equipment, the recorders available to be able to do that. There where we can do good quality audio and video on location if needed. So if your family is interested, or you have an elder that's interested in sharing some of this stuff, because what we do is we save the recordings, and we give the family a copy, either CD or DVD or whatever. Usually it's a file that we email so they can just download it. But we save it and archive it and put it to use in our adult immersion program, and they help, translate, and they learn from it as well. And so if you or your family has an elder in your house that would like to participate, just let us know. We're flexible. We're very cognizant of trying to meet the needs of our elders when it comes to this. And so we understand not every elder can go down to our office and do this. And so any kind of accommodations that we can, feasibly make and do, we definitely try. So again, give us a call, 405-562-5567.
And now,
my favorite time.
Everybody's favorite segment of the show, the January OAP calendar. What are they having today, boss?
Today. Hang on, let me get my Barry White voice going on.
Do you have
here.
some music for us, Bo?
Oh, you don't need no music on this one.
Okay.
Today, on January 14th, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes and green beans. Tomorrow, sandwich wraps, fixins, and chips. Thursday, hamburger stew. And Friday, chicken Alfredo. And a cookie.
That says cake.
Oh, cake and cake. Dock Lake Jumblegy.
The Older American program is located at the Miccosukee Mission Center and is open and serving meals Monday through Thursday. Excuse me. Yes. Wait.
It's Monday through Friday now.
Monday through Friday. Y'all missed out. Monday through Friday, 11 to 12:30 p.m. Also, individuals 54 and under can do what?
Pay $7 cash.
Only $7 cash.
Best meal deal on the res.
Y'all missed out on that morning breakfast, though. So remember, that's 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Also, if you're looking for a job, if you go to the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma webpage, www.sno-nsn.gov, you can look and see all the openings that's out there on the interwebs and put in an application. And you go to the Facebook, or go to the webpage, scroll down to the careers tab, and you can see those openings and also put in an application. If you want to call Human Services, Human Services, you can call 405-257-7200, and the prompt should get you to HR.
Woohoo. All right, and in the community and events, learn how to pray in Seminole Creek. Language class
tonight,
and potluck. Yes, that is tonight from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the OAP building at the Miccosukee Mission, 12575 North South 3540 in Seminole, Oklahoma. Once again, that is that community language class from 6 to 9 p.m. tonight.
And it's that time of year. New Year's over. We have a bunch of events going on, and I have a lot of them here that we pulled off the Facebook. Facebook's what's getting canceled by the government.
It's TikTok.
Oh, it's TikTok. TikTok's
they hate
going
to
away.
see us win.
So Florence must have feelings about that. But anyway, the second annual 49 Indian Art Rally is going on. Now, this takes place in Norman, and it's going to be January 18th from 6 p.m. I believe, till a little after 10 p.m. at the Depot. And it's a unique visual and musical artist making live art. There's corn soup, fry bread for sale. Social songs will be out there, $5 suggested entry. And it's all put on by the Jacobson House, the Native Arts Center. And it seemed like a pretty cool thing to go to. And so I just wanted to make sure that people knew that there's some other things going on during this time of year. Also, next weekend, January 25th, indoor stop dance at the Tecumseh Alumni Building. Supper at 5:30, dance at 7. MC Chabon Colonel, everyone's welcome. For more information, you can contact Victor Cope, 405-598-2067. They do have vendors and vendor spots there. At least, I think last year when I went, they had the vendor spots in the gym. Donations are sought for raffles, food baskets, and items for cakewalk. It's sponsored by the Tecumseh Indian Education High School Native American Club, and so vendors are also welcome with donation of one item.
Alrighty.
And then the second annual NASA Stomp Dance, Native American Student Association at OSU, February 1st, 2025, 6 to 10 at the Student Union Ballroom. LADA's also having their second annual Stomp Dance coming up February 8th from 5 to 9. That's going to be at the LADA School Old Gym. And then the Miss and Junior Miss Indian Oklahoma Sweetheart Stomp Dance, which will be February 15th at the Thunderbird Casino Event Center, 6 p.m. supper, 7 p.m. dancing. And then Sunday, March 23rd, High Springs Baptist Church invites you to join them for their Sisters Retreat. And their theme this year is, She Who Kneels Before God Can Stand Before Anyone. Along with their brotherhood, they usually have a Brotherhood Creek singing that goes on that says Ahwet Yehegox. So supper will be served afterwards, approximately 5 miles south of Okemo on Highway 27. If you hit what is that, Tlaptlaco Church, you went too far, you got to turn around and go back the other way. But yep, that's at High Spring, 3 to 5 on March 23rd, so you've got time to plan.
And then OKCPS, Native American Student Services Stomp Dance, March 8th, 2025. Northwest Class and High School Gym, 2801 Northwest 27th in Oklahoma City. 6 p.m. supper, 7 p.m. dancing. The MC will be Javon Colonel. That is, once again, March 8th. 6 p.m. supper and 7 p.m. dance. And then also, do that next one too.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a missing person. His name is Cedric Johnson. They say he was last seen October 26th in 2024 in the Oklahoma City or Edmond area. If you have any information that can help them find him, please call his family at 405-835-4619 or 405-968-1364.
All right. And then some birthdays. We have, one of the biggest fans, loyal listeners that I know that listens to this show. Special birthday shout out, and it's today. Paulette Kozad. Happy birthday. Ashley Harjo, William Brady, Jordan Doring, Tristan Chambers. Also another loyal listener, Leroy Cully, flute maker from Oklahoma City Ways. Also a good friend, Kendall Tiger. You might know him as Jumbo, but Kendall, happy birthday. Edwin Marshall, former host of the radio show. Eric Deere, Thomas Hulbutta, Mark Factor, and Stacy Thrasher. Jinhichka Nita Fetchki Ojabas J. And then also you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, tribal website, which is sno-innocent.gov. For the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8 p.m. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and streaming live on KWSH Radio worldwide. Flo, would you like to take us out?
We'll see you next week. Motto.
We